They're very fragrant. This one, it has loads of Thai chili pepper, 8 red acre cabbage in this bed, and look at that. Nice color. Hello, good morning. How are you doing today? And again, welcome back to our channel. This is Jude, your California Pinoy nurse gardener. And for today's video, we will be showing you what has been happening in the garden, what's growing in the garden. And if you have any comments, tips, suggestions, please type it in the comments down below. And without further ado, we will take you out and let's start the tour. So let's go. So let's start here in the front, and first let's take a look at all the flowers. So we have here 4 rose trees here in the front, and we have lots of bees activities. The bees are loving these flowers. These dark red roses, they're very fragrant, as well as these red roses. They smell so good. But the other 2 roses, they don't have a smell in it. But they look very beautiful, especially these pink roses at the back. So they're producing lots of flowers. The dark yellow, ain't that beautiful? That's so nice. Look at that. This purple rose is also very fragrant, and as well as this red rose. So when I'm sitting down here in the morning drinking my coffee, I like it very much because of the smell of these roses. They're very fragrant. And of course, bees. We have lots of bees because there are lots of flowers blooming in the garden. And this rose is very unique because it changes color from yellow to orange to pink, and then to white. So that's very unique. And we're done with the flowers, so let's start with our vegetables. We have here our Nagasaki long eggplant. So this is the remaining out of the 10 eggplants that we had, and it's producing a lot of eggplants. As you can see, there are few eggplants in these 2 plants, and look at that, it's very long. That's more than a foot. And we've been enjoying those eggplants, as well as our friends and neighbors and families. Okra, we have our first fruit of okra, and we will give that a few days. And we have here also 2 potted plants of raspberry Liana tomato, with few tomatoes in those 2 plants. So they're still producing. And we have here our Foyu persimmon. So I will post the video when I planted that fruit tree. And in the front still we have 8 broccoli in this area. So these were just transplanted like less than a week ago. And we have here 2 raised bed, 4x2 raised beds that are all planted with this silver white garlic. So there you go. I got the bulbs from MI Gardener, in case you're wondering. And papaya, we have one here in this big pot. So next at the back, we have here our this one is a 3-year-old jalapeno pepper. So it's been producing, but it's not that quite productive anymore. So I think we will change that next year. We will plant a new jalapeno plant in that area. And still lots of Thai chili pepper in this area. They're still ripening. I think we have 5 Thai chili pepper in this area. We love pepper because we cook it. We make chili garlic sauce out of it. And I always use it in my condiment. Next, we have 4 containers of this dwarf sugar gray sweet pea. So they're growing pretty tall already. They're like more than 2 feet tall now. So I'm just waiting for them to start blooming and producing some sweet pea pods. And we have here Better Boy tomato, and we already have 2 tomatoes in that plant. And this one, if you remember, this one was our experiment when we cloned our Roma tomato. And I said it before that we were successful because we already have 1 tomato in the plant, and we're just waiting for it to ripen. And yep, let's just remove those yellow leaves that were affected by the cold. And then next we have here our lemongrass, so it's gonna stay there. That's its permanent location already. We'll just keep overwintering that plant. This one is ginger, so we will not harvest this yet. We will just let it grow some more time. Maybe next year we will harvest those next year. This is our first bed of sweet Utah jumbo onion. So they're growing well. And we have here our sweet Jenny cantaloupe. So we have 6 in these 2 vines. The leaves were affected by powdery mildew, so I removed them all. Hopefully they will ripen. Our second bed of white Utah jumbo onion. So these were transplanted like 3 weeks ago, or maybe a month. So they're growing well. We have here 2 broccolis that were transplanted a few days ago. Our third bed of onion. So we planted a lot of onion because we use lots of onion. This is the 4th bed of onion. More Thai chili pepper. And this one, it has loads of Thai chili pepper. No more ripe because we just harvested those a few days ago, and we cook chili garlic sauce. These are garlic. So again, we got this from MI Gardener. Silver white garlic. They are soft neck garlic. So it's perfect in our zone 9B area. So more garlic. So this is planted in this raised bed. And most of the garlics, they already sprouted. It's like, I think we already have like close to 300 garlic that sprouted. And this one is a 27-gallon container bin. So we planted here some carrots, and we interplanted some onions. So companion planting to repel carrot fly. There you go. And another container bin. This is also a 27-gallon container bin, and we planted 5 broccoli in this container. So we cover it first with this row cover until it's fully developed. Then we will remove the cover. And in this first raised bed, this is a 6x3 raised bed. We planted some red acre cabbage. I think there are 8 red acre cabbage in this bed, and 5 broccoli. Next up, we have carrots sprouting in this 7-gallon container, and we also have some red beauty radish in this another 7-gallon container. So in our second 6x3 raised bed, we planted more onions. So these are same variety, white Utah jumbo onion, but we also planted some garlic in these beds. So yep, they're growing pretty healthy. Let's check this bell pepper. So this is Better Bell pepper variety. These are big peppers. They are very sweet. Even though it's not ripe, it's very sweet. You can eat them raw. So we already harvested some peppers from these plants, and we cooked some chicken fajita, and it's really tasty. They are crunchy, sweet, and yeah, you can really tell the difference from those store-bought bell peppers. So I'm really glad that we have bell pepper in our garden. So we have three Better Bell pepper in that raised bed. And in this second raised bed, we have another variety. These are King of the North sweet pepper. And look at that. Nice color. And these pepper are also very tasty. So we've been using this in our kitchen, and we really love it. There you go. Lots and lots of pepper in those 7 plants. Next, we have more red acre cabbage. So we planted a lot of red acre cabbage or cabbage because we love eating them, as well as this broccoli. So in our garden, we only plant those vegetables that we eat. So we don't plant the vegetables that we don't eat, because otherwise we're just gonna be wasting it. And if you remember these containers, the soil in these containers, these were reused soil. So if you remember our videos before, we reuse a lot of our potting soil, and that's what we use in this cabbage and broccoli containers. So they're really loving those reused potting soil recipe that we are using. So more cabbage. So this cabbage, these were the first one that were transplanted. So I think 6 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken, or even a month ago. So this is our sour. In the first 2 tiers, we have the Swiss chard, and the next 3 tiers we have bok choy. So some of the bok choys were stunted, and some were growing nicely. And mostly those were stunted were at the bottom, I believe, because they're more saturated with water. So I think that's the reason. So we'll make sure that we'll not overwater those area. And more bok choy, they look pretty healthy, and they're really loving the soil. So this is a 3 inches PVC pipe tower, plant tower that I made. So these are all romaine lettuce. So when we harvest, we just remove the outer leaves, and then we let the plants grow again. And if you're wondering how large our garden area, it's approximately 350 square foot area. And we utilize also a lot of containers and vertical gardening. I mean the towers that we use. So yep, that's it. It's not a big area, but we maximize the space. So we have more red acre cabbage, and this container we have 4 dinosaur kale in this area, in this big container. So we planted 9 kales. We planted a lot of kales because we plan to put them in the freezer, and it will supply us some green vegetables during the summertime. So for now, we will be eating Swiss chards, bok choy, lettuce, and then we will storing this kale in the freezer for summer supply. So here in the garage, we have some bok choy seedlings. This one we will transplant this all the seedlings. We will transplant it before we go home. So by the first week of December, this should be in the garden. This one are lettuce. We're trying to grow spinach and celery, and we have here lettuce as well, romaine lettuce. So as I've said, all this should be in the garden by the first week of December, because we will be going home second week of December to the Philippines. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed the tour. I hope you enjoyed what's been happening in the garden. So as you can see, it's mostly fall and winter vegetables. We still have few summer plants remaining, but by December, before we go home, most of the summer plants should be gone. But we will overwinter all the peppers and the eggplants in the front. Those will stay. They will be overwintered, as well as the lemongrass. So yeah, thank you once again, and I really appreciate your time for watching our videos. And if you have comments, suggestions, please shoot it in the comments down below. And I will see you again in our next video. Bye!